Lovely. Okay, we'll get going so you guys have your full amount of time. This evening, we'll still do lots of movement, but we'll do maybe a slightly slower pace. Now, we'll be holding the postures, however, so it'll be as much activity, let's say, but we're not going to be moving from posture to posture quite as much. And we're going to look at the Vedic mantras, and we would nearly always have a mantra in our class. But these particular Vedic mantras are connected to each of the 7 energetic points in the body. Now, I'm aware that this is a yogic belief system and it might not be your belief system. However, the sounds themselves have amazing resonance in the body. And each of these 7 major energy points, or they're called chakras in yoga, it means wheel, so a wheel of energy, or chakra in Cork, people say, but it's chakra in Sanskrit. And they're connected to our energetic beings and our emotional body, but they're also connected to our physical body. And as we move throughout the practice, we'll chant a different mantra for each one and we'll focus on each one. So even if you want to let go of the yogic belief system and focus, I should say, more on the physical body, we'll still be targeting different parts of the body, different organs, different glands. And really, the yogis would have spoken about these wheels of energy. And then when science advanced, they realized that they were practically in exactly the same place as collections of nerve endings. And that is exactly what nerve endings are. They transport energy or electricity through the body. So you can choose to look at one or the other or both. And I'll detail both so that you can hopefully resonate with them. Yeah, and as always, listen to your body and how you're feeling, and you can go as gently or as strong as you'd like. Was there anything else I want to say? No, I'll talk you through them as we're doing them. And we're going to chant the mantras at the start. So make sure you're really comfortable sitting, because we'll be here for just a fraction longer than we usually are. Your seat and make sure you're comfortable. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle and just find your center here. And you might like to turn your palms to face up. And if you feel comfortable, close the eyes. And just allow yourself breathe here now. Allow yourself settle into your practice. You're all so welcome here. And every part of you is welcome now. The parts that feel great, the parts that don't, the nice part of you, perhaps you'd like to call it, that was kind to someone today, and even the part of you that was impatient or was cross with someone today. All of these parts of you are welcome now onto your mat. And we're going to move and breathe and become more us, more whole as we move throughout our practice. And on that note, there's nothing expected of you now. Be exactly as you are in this moment and moment to moment on the mat. And now we'll bring our palms together in front of the heart, Namaskar Mudra, and we'll open our practice with 3 expansive Oms. Inhale. Allowing the pure resonance of Om just to settle into your being, settle into the space around you. And we'll chant the Vedic mantras now I'll talk you through them as we go, and you're welcome to rest the hands wherever is comfortable, or you might like I'll guide you through hand gestures that also help to activate and harmonize the energetic chakras. So you might like to touch your fingertips to the floor. You can keep the eyes closed and just tune into your root chakra now, Muladhara. This is at the very base of your pelvis, and it is our root, our connection to the earth, our connection to our roots, where we came from, our ancestors, and those that will come after us. It's our base, our feeling of stability, our groundedness. And the mantra here is Om Vu, Bhu, or like a VU sound. Om Vu. And we'll chant that now. Join in whenever you feel ready. Om Vu, 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 Om Vu. Just notice if there's any particularly strong sensations anywhere in the body. And we'll touch our fingertips just below our navel. This is our Swadhisthana chakra, our navel chakra. It's connected to our reproductive system, our center of creativity. And it's here that all newness comes. And our mantra here is Om Bhua, Bhuwa is the phonetic spelling. Om Bhua. Join in when you're ready. And you're welcome to chant these in your head if it isn't appropriate to make noise where you are. Om Bhua, 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 Om Bhua. Allow the energy to settle. We'll move our hands now just above the navel to our Manipur chakra. This is our solar plexus, our center of digestion, transformation. And this is our fire in our belly, our self-esteem, our drive, our self-worth, our ambition. And our mantra here is Om Swaha, Swaha. Om Swaha, 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 Om Swaha. This is also our center of manifestation, of creating the life that we want. As we chant, know that you are harmonizing and balancing each of these energetic centers that leads to healing in the parts of the body and the parts of the energy that I'm describing. Bring our hands to the center of our chest now, Anahata chakra, our heart center. And this is our energetic center for the heart and lungs, for our breath and our heartbeat. It's our center of unconditional love and compassion, not just for others, but for yourself as well. And our mantra here is Om Maha, M-A-H-A. Om Maha, 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 Om Maha. Beautiful. We're nearly there. Fingertips might like to touch just the base of the throat by the collarbones. This can be quite a sensitive area, so just touch lightly. And this is our communication center, Vishuddha Chakra. And it's not just how we communicate to others, but how we communicate to ourselves. This is our voice, our inner voice, and our spoken voice. And our mantra here is Om Jana, Jana. And it's connected to our thyroid and parathyroid gland. Om Jana, 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 Om Jana. Beautiful. Just lightly touch our fingertips off our third eye, Ajna Chakra, just the center of the eyebrows. And this is our third eye. We have two eyes for seeing outward and one for seeing inwards, our deep intuition. And this is connected to our pineal gland in the brain. And our mantra here is Om Tapa, T-A-P-A. Om Tapa, 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 Om Tapa. Beautiful. Finally, just touch the fingertips off the top of the head. This is our Sahasrara chakra, our connection to the source energy. And this is connected to the pituitary gland in the brain. And our mantra is Om Sat Yam, Satyam. Om Satyam, 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 Om Satyam. Just release the hands now. And just notice how you feel. We've activated, stimulated, and harmonized each of the 7 major wheels of energy or chakras up along the center channel of the body, the Shushmana. And we'll continue to do so in our practice now as we continue exploring each one a little bit more. For now, we'll stretch the legs out. Perhaps they've gone to sleep. Give them a little wiggle. And you can keep the feet out, maybe soles the feet on the floor. And we'll inhale, raise the arms up, look up, and exhale, just hug the knees, let the head and chin tuck in. And take a deep breath into the back of the body now. Inhale, come up again, maybe lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, rounding down. Inhale, lifting up, and we'll stay here now. Take a deep breath into the upper chest, the front ribs, space in the belly. And exhale, we'll just touch the hands to the floor, and we'll recross the legs if that was comfortable for you to sit, or whatever other way you were sitting. You might like to switch which leg was in front. We won't be here much longer. We'll inhale, raise the arms again. Exhale, gentle twist over the right side. Just looking over the right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist to the left. We'll just start to warm up the spine physically. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. And just release the hands down. We'll move into twist breath now. This will get the spine nice and active. We're going to tap the center of the chest, stimulating the thymus gland that is just near the heart. And this is amazing to help activate your immunity function in the body. So we'll tap the chest with the left hand as you twist over the right, and then switch. And we'll time this with the breath now. So it's inhale, center, exhale, twist. Little tap, and we're pumping the breath in and out through the nose if there's no congestion. See? Good. Shoulders away from the ears. And just let the momentum of the arm moving back open up the chest, the shoulders, and all the muscles that support the rotation of the spine. Lovely. Go at your own pace if you need. Well done. We'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, arms out, hold the breath in. Close the eyes, exhale, release, and just notice the sensations. The center of the chest, the arms, front of the shoulders. Beautiful. We'll move on to our hands and knees into tabletop position, and take any support underneath the knees that you need now, but we won't be here too long. Inhale, belly softens to the floor, lift the chest and chin. Exhale, round through the back, push the floor away, let the head go. Inhale, collarbones and sternum bone lift up. Exhale, spread the shoulder blades apart. Keep moving in time with your breath. And you may have done this 100, 1,000 times before. Imagine you've never moved your spine before and you're just exploring. We're waking up the spine physically, stretching the muscles around the spine, massaging the discs between each bony part of the spine. We're just bringing some light and some energy to all the nerves, the connective tissues, all the complex structures of your torso. Keep doing here. Or you might like to take any movements with the torso now. Just some time for free movement here. Rolling through, massaging all the organs. Your body will know exactly what to do. Good. Beautiful. And we'll just let that come to stillness now. So tuck the toes under, sit the hips back, really spread the palms and push them down into the floor. Keeping the belly back towards the thighs, we'll lift the hips up into Parvatasana mountain pose. Now, mountain pose is when the front and back of the spine are lengthening equally. Some people call this downward dog. Feel the hips lifting, knees can be bent, and you're really lengthening the torso now. Downward dog is when you barrel out the chest and touch the head to the floor. That's a different posture, but for now we'll stay with mountain pose. Beautiful. Notice what it's like to be upside down. Lovely. And you can move the legs here, especially if they're feeling a little stiff. You might like to bend and straighten the legs. Keep the weight even on all four feet, or your feet and hands, rather, all four limbs. Beautiful. And then just take another few breaths here in stillness. Feel the body strong like a mountain. You're really stable here. Really let the head go, the chin tucks in. Take a long, smooth, deep breath. And if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, the whispering breath, victorious breath, you're welcome to practice that throughout the rest of the practice, unless we're doing another breathing technique. Good. Exhale, look forward, and then just walk with bent knees to the top of your mat. We'll inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold forwards, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, half lift. Lift the chest and shoulders. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do one more for luck. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Draw the navel in, let the head go. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here, feeling a little bit more heat in the body, a bit more open perhaps. Beautiful. Vrikshasana tree pose. We'll release the hands for now. Take the weight into the right foot, bend the left knee, and just turn the knee out to the side by squeezing the left buttocks. You're welcome to stay here, or the foot can come to the ankle, or up above the knee into the inner groin. Pressing the left knee back, whichever version you're in, as you press the left hip forward. So notice if you started to twist the torso, press the knee back, but keep your shoulders and hip bones forward. Beautiful. Now pick your drishti, your focal point, keep your gaze steady. And only if you're feeling stable, inhale, raise the arms up into a high V. Exhale, lower them down. Again, only if you're stable, feeling stable, move the arms. Inhale up. Exhale down. And we're really tuning into Muladhara now, our root chakra. So if you'd like, we'll chant that mantra out loud or in your head. As you move the hands, Om Vu, BHU. Om Vu. Om Vu. Om Vu. Om Vu. Beautiful. Keep going. Om Vu. Om Vu. Two more. Keep lifting up. Om Vu. Om Vu. Om Vu. Beautiful. Slowly turn that knee to the center. Take your feet, both feet onto the floor. Eyes closed for now. Weight even. And just allow the legs to switch off. Let the energy flow freely, the base of your pelvis and your lower legs. Beautiful. We'll do the same on the other side. So ground down into the left foot, bend the right knee, squeeze the right buttocks, and then foot to the floor, the ankle, or up into the inner thigh. Right knee presses back, right hip forwards. Pick your drishti now. Keep your gaze steady. You can stay here or inhale. Om Vu. Om Vu. Moving with the breath. Om Vu. Om Vu. Let the breath dictate how long you move the arms far. And let the mantra be your anchor now for the mind. Notice where you feel the resonance in the body. Om Vu. Om Vu. Our connection to our root to keep us grounded and stable, especially in these times of change. Om Vu. Nearly there. 2 more. Om Vu. Om Vu. Om Vu. Om Vu. Beautiful. Turn the right knee in, weight even on both feet. Let the muscles of the legs switch off and just feel the sensations in the lower body. Beautiful. Om Vu. We'll step the legs out wide now. You might want to turn lengthways on your mat. Parsrita Padottanasana. Wide leg forward fold. Inhale, raise the arms up to shoulder level. And lift the chest. Now draw your front ribs in if you can. And then tip your weight towards the balls of your feet as you fold forward. So the back might come parallel to the floor. And maybe the hands will touch the floor here. If they don't quite reach, take a block, some cushion, some support underneath. Maybe the hands will touch the floor and you'll be happy here. Or you might like to take the body down a little bit more if it's in your practice. Maybe the hands will come in line with the heels. And tuck the chin in to keep the neck long. Beautiful. You might like to turn the toes in slightly. And notice if you're sinking the hips backwards. If you can, tilt the weight forward so that the hips and ankle are in line. And there'll be a beautiful, hopefully enjoyable lengthening of the back of the leg. Breathe. The bony bits of your buttocks are lifting up towards the ceiling. Your practice now, your posture. Beautiful. Lovely, guys. And our mantra here for our Swadhisthana chakra is, which is just our reproductive system, our center creativity. And it's Om Bhua, B-H-U-A, Om Bhua, Om Bhua. And you might feel that fold or that crease in around the navel as you fold. Om Bhua, Om Bhua, Om Bhua, Om Bhua, Om Bhua, Om Bhua. Every breath taking you deeper, either physically, mentally, or both. Om Bhua, Om Bhua. One more inhale here. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. And then we'll come up the same way we went down, lifting up to parallel if you were deeper than that. And then slowly, using the strength of your legs, lifting yourself all the way up. Well done. Exhale, release the hands. And we'll heel toe the feet back in underneath you. And take a moment now standing. Let the legs be loose and breathe. What do you feel? And where do you feel it? Beautiful. Facing the top of your mat again, we'll step the right foot back and take it slightly out to the side so the feet are on parallel lines. Parvita Trikonasana, revolve triangle pose. We'll take that left hand to the left hip. Inhale, raise the right arm up. And exhale, hinge at the hips as you fold forwards. Now maybe your spine will stay parallel to the floor and you can take your right hand to the outside of the left shin and support yourself here. Maybe your hand will reach the ankle, or it might even touch the floor outside that left foot. Now, if it doesn't quite, a block or a cushion here might help. Draw the left hip back, right hip forward. This might be enough. You're welcome to stay here, or take the left hand to the lower back and point the elbow to the ceiling. Again, you can stay here or roll the body around as you look up and over the left shoulder. Maybe even extend the left arm up to the ceiling. This is a strong posture. There's a lot going on, so take your time with this one. And we're twisting from our midline now. And so our mantra is Om Swaha, S-W-A-H-A, our center of manifestation, digestion, transformation. Om Swaha, Om Swaha, Om Swaha. Well done. Om Swaha, Om Swaha, Om Swaha, Om Swaha. One more deep breath in here. Exhale, unravel the body back down to the earth. Press into the feet. You can bend the left knee as you slowly come all the way up, hands to the hips, and just step the feet back in line. Relax the arms. Take a moment here and breathe. Notice the sensations from right to left side of the body. These pauses in between each posture, each side, so important to integrate what's happened in the posture. Ardha Trikonasana on the other side. So we'll step the left foot back this time, slightly out to the side. Keep the hips square, so the bony bits of the hips facing forward. Right hand to right hip. Inhale, raise the left arm. Lift now. Create as much length in your torso as you can. Then press your right hip bone backwards as you fold forwards. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Hand to the outside of the right calf, the ankle, or to the floor or block. Right hand to your lower back. Option to stay here. Maybe you'll twist looking over the right shoulder, get your balance. Maybe you'll extend that right arm. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Well done, guys. Keep your focus. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Beautiful. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. Om Swaha. You've got this. One more breath. Om Swaha. And slowly bring your hands back down onto the earth. Lift yourself up to standing and step the feet together. Take a moment now and breathe. Om Swaha. So allow your body to adjust, allow your heart rate to settle. Deep, full, smooth breath. Gorgeous. Standing at the top of your mat, we'll inhale, raise the arms, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, fold forward, lengthen through the spine, let the head go. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step back into mountain pose. Hips lifted, chin tucked in. Now, take a moment here. Notice if it feels a little more comfortable than when we first did it. And then look forward and bring your body into a high plank. Heels press back, push into the hands, strengthen your torso. Lovely. If you're familiar with Chaturanga Dandasana, you can come into that now. Or you might like to take the knees to the floor as you then elbows draw in, lower your body to the floor. We'll all meet here, hands underneath the shoulders, feet point back. Bhujangasana Cobra pose. So keep the elbows tucking in, and with very little weight on the hands, we're just going to lift the chest. Now tune into what's happening with the legs. Some people like to take the legs together, or your pelvis might prefer the legs to be apart. Try both and see where you feel like you've more spaciousness to move. Press the front of your pubic bone into the floor as you lift and open up the chest. Collarbone, sternum bone lift up and forward. This is baby cobra. You can stay here, or you might like to push a little bit more into the hands as you lift up. There's still not full weight in the hands. This is very dependent on how the vertebrae in your spine are made. Don't worry if you don't look like this. Lifting chest, lifting chin. And our mantra here in our heart space is Om Maha, M-A-H-A. Om Maha. Om Maha. Beautiful. Om Maha. Om Maha. Notice where you feel the resonance in the body. Om Maha. Om Maha. Om Maha. Om Maha. Slowly release yourself down. Take your hands behind you, turn your cheek to one side and surrender. Let the buttocks and lower back switch off and take a breath. Beautiful. We'll take our hands underneath our shoulders and just press yourself up once more. This time we'll sit the hips back onto the heels for Vajrayog Mudrasana Child's Pose. If you'd like, you can make a TP shape with your fingers as you walk your hands forward, sit your hips back, and then just let the head relax down. So you're really activating your Child's Pose here. Length underneath the armpits and length in the lower back. If the forehead doesn't touch the floor, just take something underneath the head like a pillow or a book. And we'll take 3 Brahmari breaths now, the honeybee breath. Inhale. Beautiful. Just turn your palms to face up. Elbows might touch the floor. And then walk your hands back toward your knees as you slowly lift up into a kneeling position. Ustrasana camel pose. So we'll tuck our toes under if that feels a bit more stable. Knees are about hip width apart. Squeeze your buttocks and press your pelvis forward. Draw your shoulders and elbows back together. Now lift your front ribs and look up. You're welcome to stay here, or you might be to take the chest back a little bit more, but keep that pelvis forwards. Maybe the hands will touch the heels. If the hips have come back to do this, press the hips back forwards over the knees. Maybe the chin will stay tucked in or head back. Beautiful. Feel the whole front of the body now. All of the chakras we've stimulated and opened so far. Om Vu. Om Bhua. Om Swaha. Om Maha. Om Vu. Om Bhua. Om Swaha. Om Maha. Om Vu. Om Bhua. Om Swaha. Om Maha. Well done, yogis. One more deep, full breath in here, lifting your ribs, lifting your chest. And then exhale. If the hands are back, take them to your lower back, untuck the toes, and as slow as you can, let the body slip back into child's pose. Maybe this time the hands will come behind you. Completely surrender here. Beautiful. You really compress the lower back, the kidneys, the adrenals. So let them have some space now. Beautiful. You're welcome to rest here or take the hands out in front. We'll do a little vinyasa. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips into mountain pose. Take a moment here. And then exhale, look forward. So we're going to come to sit down on our buttocks. So however you'd like to get there. You might like to walk the feet up and sit back down. Or if you can jump through, do that. Or you might just like to take a little bit of weight onto the right foot as you touch it towards the left hand. And then do the opposite and sit back down. Just a little fun to get us through. No cast and boat pose. Sitting up tall, draw your front ribs in. Hold on underneath the knees and walk the feet in, belly towards the thighs. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. You're welcome to stay here on tiptoes or lift the feet, or maybe take the feet in line with the knees. Maybe you'll release one or both hands. Maybe straighten the legs. These are all options. You come into your version of both pose. Don't forget to breathe. And suddenly all the cameras turn off. I know it's everyone's favorite. Smiling helps for sure. Collarbones lifting. You're strengthening your whole torso now, front and back, side and side. We're nearly there. One more deep breath in. Exhale, cross at the ankles and just fold forwards. Let the belly be soft. Let the hip flexors relax. And slowly lift up. We'll do it one more time. So just lift up now without thinking, come into it. Breathing. Well done, you've got this. Jaw relaxed now. Loosen the lips, loosen the tongue, loosen the teeth. Breathe. Ujjayi breath here, really beneficial. We'll do two more. And exhale, release. Gorgeous. Let go, surrender, breathe. Beautiful. We'll stretch our legs out wide now for Parvita Janu Shirsasana. Actually, sorry, take them out in front. My apologies. We're going to bend the right knee, take the sole of the foot to the floor and let it soften out to the side. If you'd like some support underneath that right knee, take it. And it can be to the inner knee, the inner thigh, or it might reach right up into the inner groin. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, slight twist over the left leg, and then reach forwards as far as you can. Don't think about coming down. Think about reaching your hands past your foot. You can have a bend in the left knee if you need. Now just let the hands rest wherever they do. And this is Janu Shirsasana, so head or knee to head pose. So tuck your chin in and take your forehead towards your knee. Even if it's nowhere near touching, just take your forehead towards your knee. And you might notice a compression in the throat here. If it's quite close, bring your knee to your forehead. And then slowly as you're in the pose, you might lengthen the leg as the knee stays in connection with the forehead. As you can even hear from my voice, there's quite a constriction here. And our mantra is Om Jana, Jana. Om Jana. Om Jana. Om Jana. Om Jana. Om Jana. Beautiful. Om Jana. Right knee is pressing down towards the floor. You might feel a lengthening in the right lower back. Om Jana. Om Jana. Now totally surrender if you feel like you were holding or pulling. Just let everything round forward. Om Jana. Om Jana. And we'll slowly come all the way up. Take your time. Hand to the outside of the right knee, lift it to the ceiling and stretch the leg out. Take a moment sitting here and just notice how you feel. Notice right to left side. Do the same on the other side. Bend the left knee, sole of the foot to the inner leg, wherever it feels good. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, twist a little over the right leg. Now reach forwards, hinge at the hips, lengthen, 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 and then let the hands rest. Bend the knee if you need, tuck the chin in, and fold forward. Om Jana, 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 Om Jana. Keep pressing the left knee down, lengthening the body forwards. Let gravity just bring you down now. And then slowly, really slowly lifting up. Hand to the outside of the left knee, straighten the leg out. Take a moment here and just stillness now. Notice how you feel. Beautiful. With helping hands, take yourself down to lie on your back, or if you're feeling you want a bit more strengthening, just roll your spine back down onto the earth. Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. If you have any shoulder or neck issues, or if you're feeling a bit fatigued, or if you're menstruating at the moment, then I would come into the first option, which is just to lift the legs towards the ceiling. And you can stay here, either holding onto the backs of the thighs or sitting onto the backs of the hands. If none of those apply and you'd like to join us in Sarvangasana, with a little bit of momentum, take the legs up to touch the floor, maybe behind you, hips lift, walk the elbows in, walk the hands up the back, and then extend the legs up towards the ceiling. Now let your hands be like a wall that the spine can rest against. And notice if the feet are coming quite close towards the face. Push them away from the face. Take your heels back. Good. And there's weight now on your elbows and your shoulders, none on the neck. There is a gentle compression on the neck, but no weight. Beautiful. Just allow the energy to reverse now in the body, to flood down from our lowest chakra, Om Vu, Om Bua, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana. And see if you can let the legs be completely loose. Beautiful. Nearly there. If you feel called to do so now, come into Halasana plow pose. Knees towards the forehead, or feet might touch the floor behind you. Take your time. Hands can stay supporting the back or stretch them out to place the palms on the floor. Breathe now. Breathe where you can. Breathe where there's space in the body. Well done. Just 2 more breaths here. And now, if you can, come back into shoulder stand. Just for another breath or 2. See, if you want a bit of a challenge, this is optional. Well, everything is optional. See, can you hold yourself in shoulder stand, but release your hands to the floor. Now, the feet might come a little bit towards the face. That's normal, but reach them up. Use the strength of your arms. Just a little challenge here. And now maybe you can roll yourself down onto the earth. Feet come back behind you. And use the strength of your abdominal muscles, your torso, to bring you back down. Let the feet rest to the floor. Let your torso rest and breathe. Well done. Look how strong you are. We'll come up to seated now, just before we come into our rest. So you're welcome to roll over onto your side, or you might like to just cross the legs, rock forwards and backwards, and come into a comfortable seat. And we'll sit now for Anuloma Viloma, alternating nostril breath. Make pranayama mudra with whichever hand is dominant. So make a gentle fist and then release baby and ring finger. We'll use thumb and ring finger to open and close the nostrils. I'll talk you through. Shoulders relaxed, exhale together. Close right nostril. Inhale through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's one round. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's 2 rounds. Keep going now in your own count. And imagine as you draw the breath in, you're drawing it in and up to the space between the eyebrows, Ajna Chakra. Inhaling into the third eye. Exhaling, letting go of any energy there that's no longer serving. And our mantra here is Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Om Tapa. Just do one more round now, breathing into the third eye. When you've finished exhaling out the left nostril, relax both hands. Breathe through both nostrils and just notice how you continue to breathe into the third eye. Notice how your forehead feels, the energy there feels. And now when you're ready, maybe even keeping the eyes closed, slowly bring yourself into Shavasana, our relaxation pose. You're welcome to lie on your back, legs apart, maybe knees bent, or any other resting position that feels comfortable for you. Palms face up, maybe a blanket, some cushions. Make yourself as cozy and comfortable as possible. This is our most important posture. It's here we absorb all the benefits of what we've just done. Beautiful. Know that I'll keep an eye on the space and the time. I'll tuck you in energetically and enjoy the next few moments in silence. And I'll call you back with the sound of my voice. And just allowing yourself now to come back into this space you've wandered and just feel the parts of your body that are touching the earth. Notice your clothes on your skin and see if you can, without changing it, notice the breath. And now invite some gentle movement to the body, whatever you feel called to do. Perhaps begin to yawn and stretch as if you're waking from a restful sleep. Perhaps you are. And begin to move into a seated position for meditation. You might like to roll over onto your side and gently press yourself up, or your body might have an idea of a nicer way for you to move. Make sure you're supported, whatever you need to be comfortable now for meditation. And just maybe take your palms to face up and join any finger to thumb, whichever you feel called to do. And now I'll chant through the 7 mantras 5 more times. Just listen and notice where you feel resonance in the body. Don't worry about remembering them or chanting them with me. Just listen now, absorb. Om Vu, Om Bua, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam, Om Bu, Om Bua, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam, Om Bu, Om Bua, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam, Om Bu, Om Bua, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam, Om Bu, Om Bua, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapa, Om Satyam. Now let the energy and the focus rest at your Sahasrara chakra, your crown chakra, your connection to the divine energy. Bring your awareness there now, if it's not already, and let this be the focus for your meditation. When the mind wanders, without critique or judgment, just come back to focusing on this space. I'll hold the space, I'll look after the time, and I'll call you back with the sound of my voice. Om Satyam. Om Satyam. Om Satyam. Just become aware of the whole of your head now. Om Tapa, Ajna Chakra, third eye. Moving down Om Jana, throat center. Om Maha, heart center. Om Swaha, navel or mid center. Om Bhua, and right down to the base of our pelvis. Om Bhu. Feel your whole being here now in this space, united, expansive, and present. Feel yourself connected to this earth, noticing the sounds around you and the breath in your body. Now I'll invite you to bring your left hand to the center of your chest, right hand to your belly, and feel the realness here now of your human experience. And listening to these words by Deborah Ann Cookbell. Don't try to speed things up when they naturally slow down. Life is not to be lived in a straight line, and time does not only move forward. Someone is seeking you. If you rush on with your own agenda, the visitor will show up to your door and find you gone. Instead, light a candle and place it in the window of your heart. Nestle into a worn pillow of trust and gaze past the misty glass into a life that enlarges you. There will be a quiet knock on your door. Your seeker will arrive when you stop obsessing about their arrival. And as you revel in wonder, the two of you will laugh heartily at how you almost rushed on and left home. So don't try to speed things up when they naturally slow down. Allowing those words to resonate with you if they do. And perhaps keeping some of this stillness, this peace with you as you move throughout your week, especially if things are starting to reopen where you are. Bring our palms together in front of the heart, Namaskar Mudra. And we'll close our practice with the Akhanda mantra, 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatparam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. We'll rub our palms together. When they're nice and warm, just place them over the eyes. Maybe let the head rest down into the hand. When you feel ready, blinking your eyes open into the darkness of your hands and lowering your hands back. We'll close our practice, bow our heads. Namaste. It's my pleasure to guide you this evening. Take your time, it's no rush, and have a beautiful evening. You're welcome to switch right off, or I'm here if you have any questions.